Okay. Huh. Okay, so there isn't one for doing the 100 of whatever, but it does seem like there is one for doing each of the character's main story. Huh. Alright. Napalm Shot. Parasol's Napalm Shot special attack fires a tear of napalm from her living umbrella's eye. Do all the characters in this game have some kind of living assist with them? Cerebella has the living hat. Philia, I think her name is, has the living hair, and now she has a living umbrella. This is really starting to get ridiculous. When it makes contact with the opponent, it does damage and then sticks in the environment for a short period of time before exploding. Up to 3 tiers can be on screen at once. The strategic placement will allow you to trip up your enemy and add to your damage. Tiers can also be ignited voluntarily by hitting them with a burning melee attack or detonating them remotely with the napalm trigger. Napalm Shot is performed by inputting the trajectory and speed of the napalm tiers varies with the punch button you use, giving you more ways to keep your opponent guessing. Okay. No. Hold on. There we go. Gotta switch to the D-pad for this. And immediately fuck it up.
Napalm Shot!
Napalm Shot. Parasol's Napalm Toss is a less aggressive. Oh god, let me get some water. I've been talking a lot. I need this. Okay. Let's try this again. Parasol's Napalm Toss is a less aggressive. Immediately fuck it up again. Jesus Christ. It's 3 in the morning, don't judge me. I know how to talk. Parasol's Napalm Toss is a less aggressive variant of Napalm Shot, in which she flings a tear onto the screen. Unlike Napalm Shot, it can be used on both the ground and in the air, and the tear won't impact an opponent. It will always turn into a trap. Up to 3 tiers can be on screen at a time. A strategic placement will allow you to trip up your opponent and add to your damage. Tiers can also be ignited voluntarily by hitting them with a burning melee attack or detonating them remotely with a napalm trigger. Napalm Toss is performed by inputting that. The trajectory of the projectile varies with what used, and holding, then releasing K will set the tier in place. Pressing K again during a toss will release another tier without needing to perform the input again.
Try.
Alright. Parasol's Napalm Trigger is the quick, short-range move used to detonate any napalm tiers that have not yet exploded. Note that Napalm Trigger itself will not hit the opponent. Napalm Trigger is performed by inputting that. Oh my nose. Why is it's just getting stuffed up all of a sudden? Parasol's Napalm Quake is a slightly slower version of the Napalm Trigger, but instead of being used to detonate napalm tiers, it hits the opponent with a wide splash of flame that they must block low. This attack will only detonate tiers that its flame touch. Napalm Quake is performed by inputting that. Alright. Napalm Pillar creates an upward pillar of flame around her, making it a powerful and effective anti-air attack, as well as an excellent choice for an ensemble attack. Like its MK cousin, cousin, not Mortal Kombat. It will only detonate napalm tears its flame touches. Napalm pillars performed by inputting that. Egret call. Solves, whatever. Egret call causes a black egret soldier. Why you gotta be black, bro? Why you gotta be black? I'm just saying. Causes an egret soldier to step on screen and call for Parasol, distracting her and immediately interrupting her current attack. This allows her to cancel out of attacks with longer recovery times, allowing her to perform combos she wouldn't normally be able to do. Egret call is performed by inputting that. Note that only one egret can be summoned at a time, and there is a shared cooldown time for all egret summons. Egret dive. Parasol's egret dive causes a black. Again, what the causes an egret soldier to leap in front of her bodyguard style. This noble egret is completely invincible to projectiles and ensemble attacks, but single melee hit will put him down. Egret dive is performed by inputting that. Note that only one egret can be summoned at a time, and there is a shared cooldown time for all egret summons.
I got this one.
That looks hilarious. Parasol's egret charge summons one of the egret soldiers to ride by on a motorcycle to grab the opponent. This grab can only be blocked, but if it catches the opponent, he'll drag them along the ground and bounce them off the walls as he goes off screen. While not particularly damaging, this attack is useful for putting distance between you and your opponent for setting out combos. The egret is also invincible to projectiles, but if Parasol gets hits before he snatches the opponent, he'll put his hand back in. Wait, what? He'll pull his hand back in and slowly ride away. Egret charge is performed by inputting that. Note that only one egret soldier can be summoned at a time, and there is a shared cooldown for all egret summons.
Clear the way.
Parasol's silent scope blockbuster attack calls an elite sniper to take a shot at her opponent. The attack will hit the opponent no matter where they are. If the shot hits a standing opponent, they'll crumple in pain, setting up some excellent combo opportunities. This shot has a fairly long charge-up time, so it's not safe to use in close quarters, but it's also an excellent way to punctuate the end of combo. Oh, I accidentally did that. That's probably wasn't important anyways. Parasol's Motor Brigade blockbuster attack summons a swarm of motorcycle-riding egrets to charge at her opponent. If the motorcycles are hit as they close in on their target, they'll be destroyed. Motorcycle Brigade is performed by inputting that and consumes one level of tension.
Black egrets?
Inferno Brigade blockbuster attack assembles a firing squad to unload on her opponent. The attack isn't particularly damaging, but it will do about the same damage even when used at the end of a long combo. Inferno Brigade is performed by inputting that and consumes 3 levels of tension. Once Parasol and her entourage of egrets start their barrage, Parasol can use egret call to recover and move freely while the egrets continue firing.
Impossible to gauge.
Alright. On to the next character, who is, let me guess, Misfortune. Maybe. I was right, yes. Misfortune is a pun-loving rushdown character with a twist-off head to be precise. She's also a very mobile character with fast movement, a double jump, and air dashes aplenty. Once her head is removed, her heavy punch attacks on her body are locked, and heavy punch controls her head independently from her body. Thanks to her unique ability to be in two places at once, she can set up a variety of powerful positional combos, attacking her own detached head since flying as a projectile for extra hits as well, and a number of her attacks function differently depending on whether or not her head is attached. Interesting. The flexibility comes at a price, however. Her head can be attacked and takes about half the damage of the attack. If both her head and her body are caught in the same attack, she'll take 1.5 times as much damage. Likewise, if her body is being attacked, she won't be able to control her head. While learning her basics is easy enough, mastering Misfortune will not be, thanks to the sheer volume of possibilities her head mechanics present. You'll probably have your head wrapped around Misfortune's playstyle when her head has been separated from her body for a total combined time of 1 hour across all battles. Misfortune's Cat Strike and Cat Spike. Special attacks are one and the same, but the latter is simply performed in the air. Both cause Misfortune to remove her head and throw it at the opponent, enabling a variety of follow-up attacks. Cat Strike and Cat Spike are both performed by inputting that, while Misfortune's head is attached. While Misfortune's head is free of the constraints of her body's heavy punch attacks are disabled, and heavy punch controls her head. While headless, she can perform a variety of follow-up attacks: catcall, headbutt, zoom, feline allergies, nom nom. Am I doing this wrong? There we go.
Dinner time! Ha, ha. Ha. What? Ha. Ha. That's it.
Okay. You got that. It's just oh jeez. You got that. You got that. Are the controls flipped because I'm controlling the head and I'm on the right, or do the controls stay oriented to the body? This is what I'm having a little bit of a difficulty figuring out. No, they stay oriented to the body. Okay, that's interesting. So as long as the body is on the left side of the opponent, nothing's flipped. For Misfortune's Cat Scratch, Misfortune lunges forward with a quick swipe of her claws up to 3 times in a row. She can also transform, into one of 2 different follow-up attacks. Cat Scratch is performed by inputting that, and it can be followed up by the Cat Slide, or El Gato, like the capture device. Note that if her head is detached, the heavy punch version will be disabled. There we go.